So today we are going to tour what I call the bonus garden. Hi friends, welcome back and thank you for joining us. We're here at the bonus garden. That's my sister Christina. You guys wanted a tour, so here we go. So this is all owned by a family friend, and he's letting me grow some food back here. This is the overlook of all this space back here. We got this entire hill, and then I'll go up on top and show you what that looks like. It'll curve all the way around, and we have these new garden beds. So let's see, right now we're gonna plant some onions and potatoes. I think the onions will be going along here. We're gonna plant some potatoes up top. Let me show you what the plan is. I bought two 16-foot long cattle panels that I'm either going to make into an arched trellis, or I'm just gonna stake them up with T-posts as kind of a living fence to grow gourds and or winter squash somewhere up here. I haven't decided where they're going to go yet. Looks like I'm getting ready to put in some irrigation hoses along this part. How are those potatoes coming? Those are really juicy. Oh my gosh, let me see your hands. Yep. We forgot a knife, so we're cutting them with keys.
At least it's my favorite color,
Yeah,
so I don't mind.
That's true. It is your color. So I think these are called Purple Majesty potatoes. I'll have to look at the receipt. And then we also have some Walla Walla sweet onion sets that we got from our local nursery. What I'm thinking is along this edge right here, I'm going to put some tomatoes. And then along the bottoms of them, we'll have marigolds, and I think this is where I'm going to be putting the onions as well. So that'll be there, and easy access for harvesting and watering. We'll just have to get some tomato cages up here. And actually, now that I'm thinking of it, I think right behind them is where I'll put the cattle panel fence. Or maybe up there, I don't know, I still haven't decided. But along this hill that goes right along here, I'm gonna be planting this all up with winter squash. And so we'll have some plants, you know, speckled along the landscape here, and they'll start trailing down and covering up this spot. And that will also help with erosion, any erosion problems. And we also get a lot of deer out here. You can see this is kind of a deer highway. So we'll be planting up more than we need. So let's go up top. Okay, so we're going up to the top of the hill. We have dumped a lot of straw and mulch up here. This is all just kind of untouched land. I'm thinking I'm going to be planting the potatoes over here. So in my experience, they do quite well being in native soil. Obviously they'll do better the better the soil is, but I have not had a problem in my many years of gardening with potatoes just going right in kind of like untouched ground. So we'll see if I just jinx myself, but we're just gonna plant them right around here and then mulch them really well. And there's a nice little sitting rock. I can sit and watch my plants grow because that's how exciting I am. And there's Christina's laughing at me down there. I see you.
Potato.
Those do match you. Hold them up again.
Oh, they do.
You match. Yeah, I haven't quite decided exactly what else because I don't have this many potatoes to fill up this entire area. But man, I'm thinking we're gonna put some corn along this back side as well. Here, I'll step back this way. I think we're gonna do kind of like a border of corn and sunflowers. So this is a really cool space. There's a lot of space out here to grow a lot of food, make a lot of deer happy. God, those now don't look so appetizing, do they? Like, we didn't have a knife, so we used a house key to saw them apart. But you know,
It worked.
it worked. So I think let's just plant them. I think, do you see the spots with the compost, or the, not the compost, the mulch? The wood chips, that's what I'm trying to say. 1, 2, 3, like those little spots. I think that's where we're gonna just dig under and bury them. Okay?
Okay.
We are moving the mulch to the side here. Here, let me turn this around. So a few months ago, Nick and I came up here and dumped off a bunch of bags of wood chips that we collected from the park when we had that big windstorm. We dumped it up here to let it kind of sit here and warm up the soil underneath. So we are just moving that to the side so that we can dig little potato holes.
Potato pits.
Potato pits, that's great. Look how pretty it is out here. You can see I'm spacing them out about that far apart. There's not really any scientific method to this. Truly, it's really easy. You can grow potatoes from the grocery store, just plant them and see what grows. So you can see we cut these up so that we have multiple little eyes, is what they're called, these little sprouts on each potato. So we'll plant this side down and make sure that these are facing up in the hole. I just realized I definitely just washed these pants and I pulled them out of the laundry right before coming here, so cool. It's okay. Christina said there's moldy stuff. We have to go look. Hold on. Where? Oh yeah. Check this out. Yeah, you can see all these little grass pieces sprouting. So this stayed a little bit warmer. I can even feel it's a lot warmer than just this bare soil out here. And this is great. This is gonna help feed the potatoes since this is such untouched dirt, I guess. This is just all clay. What were you saying about the quail? This is the first time.
That's the first time I've seen them since I moved to Florida, so like 8 years.
Yeah, Christina just moved from Florida back here to where I'm living as well, so she gets to join me on all this gardening fun. I'm making her. I asked her. I asked her if she wanted to come run some errands with me, and she said yes. And so now I'm making her work. This is what happens. While she does that, I'm gonna go find a place for these onions. We got some Walla Walla sweet onion sets. This will be my first time planting sets from a nursery, so yeah, we'll see how this works out. I ran out of time to start all my seeds, all my onions from seeds this year, which is totally fine. We had a lot on our plate, so I'm excited to see if these result in some nice bulbs. So here's a fun fact that you didn't ask for. So onions are a biennial, which means that the first year they are using their energy to grow up nice and strong, and the second year they'll use all their energy to produce seed. And so onion sets are actually second year onions, and so that means that most of their energy is actually going to be producing seed rather than producing a nice big bulb. And so that is why historically I have liked to grow onions from seeds rather than store-bought sets. But again, I've known people to have a lot of success growing nice big bulbing onions from store-bought sets. So I'm going to try this for the first time this year and cross our fingers that we get some nice storage onions, because we go through a lot of onions. And again, even though onions are really cheap to buy at the store, how fun is it to grow your own? So might as well. Okay, I'm gonna water these guys in, and I think we're gonna save the other two bunches for my other garden areas, so stay tuned for those. I think Christina is finishing up with the potatoes up there. All done?
All done.
Look at your dirty pants.
Dirty pants.
Did you get a video of you, little rabbit? Hello. Please don't eat my garden, and if you do, just leave enough for me. Yeah, these guys should grow nice and happy here. But yeah, onions are so weird. I remember the first time I grew them, and they're big like bulbs set on top of the soil. I'm like, what's wrong with these? Am I doing it all wrong? But they just need their roots underground. They don't need the bulb underground. I hear you over there, little rabbit. That's fine, Christina.
Okay.
So yeah, it's pretty much a blank slate right now. We're really excited to be planting up in this space. It's huge. It's got a lot of potential to grow a lot of food, and we're so grateful to be given the space to grow, especially not having our own house yet. It's been a really nice project to plan this over the winter, and I'm sure it'll keep us really busy this growing season. So that is the kind of first official garden tour, I guess pre-season, pre-growing season garden tour. So yeah, as always, you guys, thanks for growing with me, and make sure you subscribe because that helps.